Hello Rebels and welcome back to my life. This vlog publishes Saturday, but I filmed it on Friday, and like John Green, I shot it in airports. Unlike John Green, I am too cowardly to talk out loud while filming in airports. Since I arrived 2 hours early and was waiting around a lot, I downloaded a rental of Captain America 2 and watched it twice in a row because it's just so good. Airports are funny places, filled with strangers and overpriced food and really overpriced alcohol. I spent a lot of time in airports. They're familiar territory to me, and yet at the same time they're wholly unfamiliar, a complete break from my daily routine. Everyone is unique, everyone is different. Every time I visit one, I meet new people I've never seen before and will most likely never see again, and for that reason airports have always been somewhat magical to me. Travel itself is a magical thing. Whenever I travel, I feel like I awaken some part of myself that normally lies dormant. I'm more awake, more aware, more conscious of everything happening around me. When we spend all our time in one place, our minds grow lazy and complacent. Putting ourselves in new environments sharpens our senses. Everything is different, even when it's the same old, same old. Rebels, if it's even vaguely possible for you to travel, you really should. There's no better place to find new perspectives than a place you've never seen before. I've traveled on business trips and pleasure cruises. I've been a volunteer minister to Haiti and driven from Montreal to Miami on a documentary film crew. I've been to 49 of the 50 states and over a dozen other countries. It will never be enough. I will never stop being fascinated by mankind's many manifestations across this tiny little globe that we call home. Some people say you get burned out. I never have. There's too much world to see, too many people to meet, too many stories that will never be told unless you go and hear them first. Mark Twain said that travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. It's true that these days, with the internet and social media, the world is in many ways smaller than it's ever been. You can communicate with people around the world and catch a glimpse of their life, leading to better understanding. But nothing compares to hopping on a plane, train, and automobile, visiting them where they live and walking a mile in their shoes. Austin isn't that far away in the grand scheme of things. Everyone speaks my language, the money looks the same, and I don't need a passport to get there. But the culture is different. The people are different. That's what's important, the difference. Everyone in the world is different from you, and those differences are greater the further you go. Without those other perspectives, how can you really think you understand the world you live in? And without understanding it, how can we change it for the better? I'm in Austin now, and with any luck, I'll be visiting New Zealand by the end of the year. Next year, who knows? Maybe I'll take a road trip across the US, or take my whole family on a trip to some far corner of the world. Not everyone is able to do this, but because I am, I see it as my duty. Not as a husband, father, or even an American, but as a citizen of the world. So make a plan, take a trip, reserve some far-off, strange bed to call your own for a few days. Spend a few nights under someone else's roof. A friend's home is better than a hotel. Even if it's not to the next continent, but just to the next country, or even the next state, you'll be better off. I'll see you tomorrow with more from Austin Rebels. Bye.